Bruce, you can't keep doing this. Step out of the shadows. Don't let tombstones be your family legacy.
This, behind us, is a Bat Computer. We are checking out Telltale Games here at E3. I'm talking to Richard. We're looking at, of course, Batman, which has been announced relatively recently, but being shown off here for the first time, and it looks stunning.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Telltale appreciates that. Thank you.
I know you're trying to create a myth. Just remember, there is room for Bruce and Batman inside that suit.
You know, DC have been absolutely awesome, and they're giving us the freedom to work from the ground up. You know, if you see today's demo at E3, you might feel pretty comfortable with what you see and think, I kind of know what's going on here. This all feels like I've seen it before, but trust us, it's going to really, really turn around and turn on its head. And that's one of the great things about DC. They're really allowing us to go for it, bringing you a new story, obviously working with the characters that you're familiar with, but maybe there are some people in there that you think you're familiar with, but they're not.
Because we did see Harvey Dent playing a fairly significant role in what we saw today.
Yeah, and you saw Harvey obviously before he becomes Two-Face. Who's to say if he becomes Two-Face in our series or not? I don't know. But yeah, there's lots of characters in there that you'll be familiar with. You also, in this demo, it's the first time that Batman meets Catwoman, Selina Kyle. And we also actually snuck another Batman villain in there that people haven't managed to notice so far, but this villain is in there and will play a major role in the rest of the season.
I was wondering if we'd cross paths.
You broke the law. Here I am.
Cut the shit. The law. Don't tell me that's why you do all this.
Now, you're saying that Harvey Dent may not turn out to be Two-Face. That is a common theme with Telltale Games. Not necessarily whether or not that decision plays out, but the decisions made by me as a player will impact the way that the game storyline plays out. Is that the same with Batman?
Yeah, but now you've kind of doubled it up, right? Because the thing about our game is probably the most important thing to take away from it is that you spend as much time as Bruce Wayne as you do as Batman. So there are moments where you're wearing the suit and the cowl and you're leaping from rooftop to rooftop and chasing Catwoman and all that kind of stuff. But also, and just as importantly, you're Bruce Wayne the billionaire. But the things that you do as each kind of facet of Bruce Wayne's character affects the other. And you saw that again in the demo. Some of them seem relatively small and kind of like physical things. You know, Catwoman scratches Batman and that shows up in a later thing where he's Bruce. Doesn't seem like a big issue. Maybe it is. And then also things that you do and say are under tons of scrutiny. You are, after all, like, you know, the face of Gotham City to a lot of people. And so there are news reporters who are watching every step you make. They're looking at who you're talking to, how you're talking to them. And this is all driven by you as the player. These are your decisions.
And also, when you are interacting with people, then the other person that you're interacting with will remember the way that you've said something to them or what you've said, and then that'll then hinge on that as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, in the demo again today, there was the big scene with the fundraising gala for Harvey Dent's run at Mayor. And, you know, in the way that I played it, I was very supportive of Harvey. I did what he needed to do. I talked to the right people, you know, shook the right hands, got him hopefully the financial support he needs to run for Mayor. But I might have gone a different direction. I also played it as kind of a more withdrawn, calm kind of Bruce Wayne, but you also have the opportunity to be that kind of like over-the-top, zany billionaire playboy that, you know, is often used as a smokescreen to hide the fact that this guy is also Batman too. So all those choices are there for you to use.
Thank you again, everyone, for your unwavering support. Together, we will change Gotham.
Now, you have been sitting in this... We're in Wayne Manor at the moment right now, correct?
We're in the Wayne Manor, in the Batcave, yeah.
And you've been playing this game quite a bit over this week. Have you been playing it through the same way each time, or have you been giving people a different look?
No, we've just been showing people the one particular path right now because we want to keep everything else as, you know, fun for you to reveal when you actually get to play it.
Because it does look incredible. And as you say, it's really important that you are playing things as Bruce and as Bats.
Yep.
Will we be given the opportunity to maybe approach things as one or the other, or are we always going to be determined from a Telltale perspective?
No, that's a great point. Yeah, that's an awesome question. There are going to be some big beat moments throughout the series where you can actually say, you're given the opportunity now, do I approach this as Bruce or do I go in as Batman? And obviously that's going to mean you're going to have a very, very different experience, but it's also going to dramatically change the story and how it branches. So yeah, you can totally do that. We always describe ourselves as platform agnostic, so PC, Mac, console, mobile, we're going to be there. We're coming soon to, smart TVs if they're not there already, Apple TV, all that kind of stuff, so all these things are coming in the future.
When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Well then, time to save the city.
We're talking about fish. If you like convicts and want to name them Kylie and Jason, I can help. Sorry.
So I'm going to ask you a really simple question.
I just realised what I said. Oh my God, you're Australian, and I said convicts.